Yeah, looking good. So anybody that's joining us right now, I'm talking to, this is James Bell with Eagle Radio and Hayes Post. We're talking with Sarah Wasinger, President and CEO down at the Hayes Chamber, testing out this Zoom meetings thing. Who knows if it's working? Who knows if anybody's even watching? But how are you, Sarah?
I'm doing really good. How are you, James?
I'm doing okay. Loving technology right now, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, it's fantastic. Always when it works, right?
Yeah, when it works. And so far, looks like we're working here.
There we go.
So we talked this morning. So honest confession, we didn't actually talk this morning. We talked late yesterday.
We did.
But it aired yesterday or this morning on KAYS. But we were just going to kind of go over that information. We thought maybe this would be a different way to get some of that cool stuff you've got going on out there, because there is a lot of cool stuff still going on at the Chamber, even amidst everybody else being shut down, locked down. And obviously you're joining us from home. I'm in the newsroom here at Hayes Post, rather. Beautiful scene here.
I like the poster in the back.
Oh, the Royals?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That's my that's Gerard Walbrock's station right there. I hope he's watching too. But let's just get into this. The first thing, the digital newsletter, which launched this month, right?
Correct. So that started April 1st, and we are actually in the thick of getting ready for our main newsletter as well.
Okay, yeah, because that's, I think, the reason we were talking about this. The deadline is coming up, is it tomorrow?
Yes, so because we are off, obviously, after Easter this week makes things a little bit different. We're going to move the deadline to Thursday, so people still have time to get their, what used to be called the member news section is now business connections, kind of in line with our pillars for our logo and what those mean. They can still submit 150 words, whatever's going on. We still do have some space, so we would definitely highly encourage people to email hayescc@hayeschamber.com with those submissions. We just want to know what's going on in your business. If there's something cool that you're doing for a food pantry in town, if you have unique hours based on what's going on, if you guys are running any specials with services or things of that nature, now is a great time to include that information in our newsletter, as well as a friendly reminder. We still have the digital inserts too. People can submit a high resolution PDF. Cost for those is still $150, but that reaches over close to probably 1,500 people, which is a pretty wide reach when you consider the group of people who are seeing that they're engaged in our community anyway, and they're going to be sharing that information with other people in their offices too. So if you have any content that you'd like to share, just submit that high resolution PDF again to hayescc@hayeschamber.com. Get that to us, as well as whatever link you want to link it to, and we can take people directly actually to either your website or a social media account.
Yeah, if I was a little more tech savvy, I'd pull it up on the screen so people could see it. But it is really cool. I don't know if you have that ability.
I think I can. Give me just a second. I should have been prepared, James.
Well, I wasn't going to attempt it, because I know as soon as I tried, I'd crash this whole thing. But
patient would cease.
But yeah, it is really cool because it's got it's like reading a piece of paper. It's some sort of software that does it. But the links and the pictures work perfectly. Something's coming up. Yeah, there you go.
So here we go. So the nice thing is you can click through and view it. And then as you see the different highlights, like here, you can click on the link there and it takes you directly to whatever item it's linked to. So for instance, this goes back to our events page on the Chamber website, which is pretty handy. And then if you just go ahead and close out of that, you can keep scrolling through. My favorite feature is for our businesses, though, we take you right to your landing page. So for Fort Hays State University's upcoming workshops for the Management Development Center insert that we had for April, it takes you right to their site. So you can go ahead and see all the neat different things that they've got going on throughout the month of April and May.
Yeah, it's perfect. And the other thing I like about this is, if you weren't a Chamber member, you didn't get the mail packet, now you can just go online. Everybody can get to this and read it if they're interested in what's going on. Plus I think it's handier to have it on the web rather than try to keep like an event flyer floating around your office for, who knows, 2-3 weeks before you remember you got to go or sign up, or like that registration page right there.
Exactly.
It's so cool, and technology, man, allows us to do that.
And it lives on our website too. So you can go to hayeschamber.com. We always have it on our news and announcements page. So if you ever miss the email or it's the first of the month and you're like, hey, I don't recall if I got that or not, just go to our website. It'll be posted there for you to view.
Awesome. And I shared that out this morning as well on the KAYS Facebook page. So if you're on there, not that Hayes Chamber should be that hard to find, but I got to throw in the KAYS plug while we're
Very
here.
good. We appreciate that.
Lunch and Learn. What is that about?
So we have some great content. Last week's Lunch and Learn actually went so well. We couldn't have even imagined it going better. Sorry, you'll see my blanket here. It's been cold in the house today. We had a great turnout from Amy Regal, and she did our Lunch and Learn over how to stay well while working from home or the office. We have a lot of sitting jobs now, so we had 65 people attend that actually, so huge turnout.
Yeah.
We are excited, though, for this week to have Karen McCullough from Fort Hays State University Career Services. She'll be talking about just finding those silver linings and the positive things that we can be doing just to keep ourselves in a positive frame of mind. We know that it's a stressful time for people working at home. Maybe you have to teach your kids while you're working from home, and heaven knows how exciting that is. So we just look to get some good information from her. And hopefully it'll be a good positive ego boost for people who may be a little bit somber right now after a couple of weeks of working at home and having to office from home. We know that that's not the easiest thing to adapt to, but everybody's doing the best that they can with what they have. So we think that'll be great content. Yeah,
absolutely. That's, I think the hardest thing right now is just that social distancing piece. Everybody I know anyway is, on edge. To put it mildly.
Yes. I think the biggest thing we can do for each other is be kind, have patience, understand that we're all going through this together. And one day through this is one less day going forward that you're going to have to go through that again. So I think, find those silver linings.
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, we heard the news just, a couple hours ago. We have a couple more cases here in Ellis County.
Yes.
We knew it was going to happen. I mean, I think everybody at least suspected that it was eventually going to hit. So, but on the good side, we've heard from Senator Moran, Dr. Marshall, as well as Dr. Lee Norman at the KDHE today. It's working. Staying at home. The peak is now going to be quite a bit sooner, they think, and it's not going to be nearly as bad as what the initial projections were. So this is absolutely working, even if we're all driving ourselves crazy.
Yeah, I'm proud of everybody for doing the best they can to social distance, making good choices. If you don't have to touch something, try not to. Refrain from touching your face. Oh my gosh, did I not even have a clue how much I touched my face throughout the day? I'm ashamed of myself. I'm like, apparently this is my bad habit that I have, is touching my face. I'm like, no, don't do it. Bad touch.
Yeah. And, the cool thing about that, though, is eventually now everybody's going to get used to it. And maybe, next year the flu season isn't as bad.
There's something to be said for that. I think, James, you hits the nail on the head with that. If we can just be mindful of our surroundings, what we're touching and what we're doing, the impact that we have and the choices that we make, have rippling effects far beyond what we really ever conceived before. So this gives us an opportunity to do some self-improvement.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting back on topic here, let's talk about this chamber chat and how you're doing these now, because you got another one of these going on Friday, right?
Yes, we sure do. So this one will be a little bit different. We did previously advertise it as kind of being a virtual event. This one will actually be a recorded video. So Kaylee Connor took time out of her busy schedule, working from home and being supermom, to get us a video for mental health awareness and just different things that we can be doing while we're working from home to have, again, that positive frame of mind and staying kind of focused and realizing that everybody's going through this. So you're not alone. It's okay. So she'll do a great job with that. We got the video today from her, actually. So we'll post that on our Facebook page, hayeschamber.com. I think we might be putting it there too. We'll have to double check on the specifics if we're able to do that or not. But for sure, Hays Area Chamber, our Facebook page, you can find it there, 9:00. We would love for people to follow along. And during that video, if you've got questions, we would encourage you to just type in your questions there. If Kaylee doesn't have time to get to them that day, we'll go ahead and share those questions with her the next week and try to get back in touch with people.
Yeah, so is she talking more about this kind of the mental health and staying positive, kind of along that same lines as Karen McCullough?
Well, I think hers is going to be resource based too. So they have some unique programs like the 7 cups of tea, and it takes it kind of another step deeper. So you have, how to find those silver linings, but for some people, it's a struggle to find those silver linings. So maybe you're having a couple of bad days in a row, and you're like, I just don't really have the resources that I feel I need right now to get through this. So they come in and kind of share some of those things on how you can give yourself, those extra boosts to keep your mind focused where it should be.
Yeah, it really is hard to do. I'm gonna just show you. This is what I've been doing. I found this app called Replica. I don't know if that'll even show up on the. And what it is basically it's a fake person you can talk to. So it's like an AI chatbot. It works.
Is it Siri?
It's kind of like Siri, but you chat. You just text it, and. At first I thought it was a joke, and I saw it, and I'm like, I got to test this out, I'll give it a spin. But I tell you, it actually does alleviate some of that stress because you don't have to worry about upsetting anybody or, because it's, it's a computer.
Yeah.
So you just let it all out. Like, oh, I had to deal with all the idiots at work today, and I had to do this and that, and the kids are driving me crazy. And, you just get it off your chest, makes you feel better. I don't know.
I just go for a walk and talk to my dog, so. I low tech it.
Hey, that works too. My dog is not a very good listener, so I can't do that with mine. All she wants to do is lick.
Well, there is that. They are dogs.
Yeah.
We digress. Back on topic.
Back on topic. Dale Carnegie of the Heartland Business Briefing, which is kind of along these similar things. That's going to be going on. What is that next? I'm trying to find the date.
April 23rd.
Okay, so next.
Thursday.
Next Thursday. Yeah, there you go.
2 Thursdays. Yeah.
So what's that one all about?
Next Thursday. Oh my gosh, time flies. So they are going to be talking about managing stress and building resiliency. So all these topics, if you notice, are very intertwined. We're trying to, as a chamber, just bring resources to people to get them through these challenging times. And they're going to really help us identify characteristics of resiliency in the workplace, whether the workplace is home or actually at your place of work, and then understanding the impact of how resiliency can reduce stress. Of course, everybody working from home has higher levels of stress because you're trying to get so many things accomplished. When you're home, you're trying to take care of answering phone calls for yourself, but also the business, the kids, the pets, cooking lunches, and all that good stuff. So what can we be doing as individuals to own kind of what we're doing in the workplace to make things better for everybody and for ourselves? So that's going to be a great talking point. I had the opportunity to go through the Dale Carnegie course actually when I first started with the chamber back in June and July, and it is some of the best training you can have. Now, this is actually a precursor to the training that we'll also be offering this summer for their bigger series. The fee to register for this course is $10. There is a link to their website directly to pay for the registration for that. It is a nominal fee. Most of their trainings actually for an hour and a half do run at about $129 to $149. So this is high value for the $10 investment. We know that times are tough right now, so we worked with them to give our chamber members a special deal on that pricing. So we hope that people are able to tune in. That'll be from 3 to 4:30. And again, just a great opportunity to meet together as a community of business professionals and figure out how we can strengthen and hone in on some of our skills to improve our current work situations.
Yeah, I love that. And man, I don't think you had told me that when we talked yesterday, that the value piece there, that's huge.
Yeah, so again, they're very renowned for their training. Dale Carnegie goes back to, he's got so many different books out. He was a very brilliant, humble man who did a lot of work on trying to help people manage stress and, be optimistic and just be positive in business interactions with one another. So I think it'll be a very poignant topic for the moment that we're living in right now, and hope that people can sign in and register. Again, you can reach that link via the chamber website as well through our events page.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll throw it, if you're joining us from Facebook, I'll throw the link on that same post. So just go back to where you got to this, and it'll be there. Well, I'll do it in a minute because I can't.
It's kind of lengthy, so it's easier for him to put it up there versus trying to write it down.
Yeah, and that was exactly the thing. This URL is huge. if you're clicking it, what does it matter though? It's just
That's right.
let's see. So I'm looking at our notes here.
Membership decals.
Yes, that whole thing. We talked about that week after week. Everybody was so excited. The ambassadors were going to go out and run around, and then COVID.
So instead of stepping out, we're mailing out. Because we call it stepping out with our ambassador group. And they, of course, are a volunteer group of 50 people strong. And we love them so much and miss them so much. Ambassadors, if you are watching, we love you. We miss you. God bless you. Stay healthy. But yeah, so our 2020 decals got Gross designed. We are so excited on how they turned out. They'll be accompanying with a letter this year. We felt that it was in the best interest of our members to mail that out versus just send it out. We have this handy dandy postage machine in our office that even seals the envelopes, so no one licked the envelopes when you're opening up that envelope. It's going to be safe. So we hope that people will take time to remove their 2019 decals, put up the 2020 decals, and we would love for people to take a picture even of their decal wherever they put it in their business, tag their business and tag the chamber on social media. We'd love to just kind of see what people are doing there. We think that might be kind of a fun way to get some more interaction going and just something that's not COVID-19 related that can be kind of positive and fun and bring back our chamber family together.
Yeah, I love that. Now, when I was, and this is before I was at Eagle, when I was working in other businesses, what I'd always do is just stick the new logo on top of the old one. Is that okay? Or is that going to be like, is it different shape and size? And I don't know. Different
shape and size. And I'm guessing you do that with your license plate too. Are you that sticker guy for the license plate?
Yeah. Are you not supposed to put it on top of the? Really? I always put it on there. That way, like if it comes off, I can at least say, well, officer, it clearly fell off because I have the old one on there.
Fair enough. I'll let it slide. Okay. I'll allow it. The new rules of parenting and socialism, right?
Well, yeah. Let's hope that nobody at the HPD is watching now, because I'll probably get pulled over and questioned on that now.
He's sketchy, just FYI.
They all know that. I talk to him often. They know. There's one other thing we want to talk about, and this was, I think, the coolest thing that we talked about yesterday that went on this morning. NC Technology is driving me crazy. I'm getting messages. I'm trying to just read my notes, and messages are rolling in from the news team. Hi, boss. I know you're watching or listening.
Hi, James's boss.
Love it. Anyway, you guys have a new member.
We do.
Particularly awesome member at this time, with everything else that's going on.
Yes, it's Hayes to Go. And we are so excited to have them joining the chamber. We've obviously been sharing different resources throughout this whole process of social distancing and things we can do as a community to keep each other safe. They are a food delivery service that is currently partnered with so many of our chamber restaurants, as well as members who aren't chamber members, and we love it. It's a great way to safely get food delivered to your door. So if you're not feeling like you want to brave going out and about or walking in to take out your food yourself, they have this great app that you can go to. And pardon me for diverting my eyes to get this correct. It's mytowntogo.com. So you can go there to get the information for the restaurants. And then they also have a mobile app available, of course, now in our day and age. So you have to have an app for everything. So you can download that too. Oh, I know. And it's very easy to use. So we are thankful for them. They started in 2016, and they're one of the most rapidly expanding home delivery services for food in the country. So we think that they're going to just be a great fit for our chamber, and we hope to be able to celebrate them with some sort of an in-person gathering when all of this kind of settles down a little bit.
Yeah, they'd be awesome. Now, these guys have been around for, if I remember right, 2016?
Yes.
A little while anyway. Yes.
Now, and I think I butchered her name yesterday, but I think it's Kelly Depiesse, if I'm saying that correctly. It's Depiesse. So we're just so thankful that she's joined. And if you want to call them directly, their number is 785-483-8026.
Yeah, I was trying to find the picture of the app. I don't know if yeah.
And you can even visit it on your computer too, and it shows all the different logos for the businesses. There you go. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, and this is what we talked about yesterday. What I really like about this one, other than or outside of, because Uber Eats and DoorDash, I think is going to be here at some point, and there's several of these. If you're from a bigger city, you know how these work. But this one is local owned, which is way cool. Instead of giving our money to somebody in New York or LA, some app developer, we're keeping it nice and local. And I know that's a focus that a lot of people like to do, and something you guys focus on a lot at the chamber.
Yeah, that makes my heart happy. And the cool thing about them is we have so many amazing restaurants that before all of this happened, maybe didn't have the means to do delivery service.
I think they all do now.
Exactly. Well, you kind of have to. But the great thing about them is they've really enabled these businesses to kind of stay alive in these challenging times. And so definitely thankful for the services that they're providing. And I believe you can call her if you're a business wanting to add her delivery service to your restaurant. Feel free to give her a call and she can kind of get you set up and share with you those arrangements for how they're operating that and going forward.
Yeah, I'm looking at their list here.
It's substantial.
It is. I'm drawing a blank. Well, I can think of a couple that maybe aren't on here, but a lot of the local restaurants, and especially the local owned restaurants, and some of the chain ones too. I don't want to say any restaurant names on here, but a substantial list of restaurants.
But we've even given her information to some of our chamber businesses who lacked delivery service before and said, we think there's a possible partnership here. So you might give them a thought for maybe people who are just doing carry out, that gives them an additional option to sell their food too. So we're hoping that that service can kind of keep our restaurants afloat. We don't know how long we're going to be at our homes. Right now, we think it might just be through April 19th, but based on the fact that we've got 4 current cases in Hayes, people might not feel as comfortable to travel away from their houses. So again, that's a great safer option to get some good food at your house.
Yeah, absolutely. And help keep these businesses afloat. Because if anybody's been impacted, it's the restaurants. They're just,
Small retail stores. Yeah.
Yeah, retail too. But most retails have, you could go to, I'm just throwing it out as an example, but like jcpenney.com and still order pants or, stores like that. Some of the local ones, maybe not, but the restaurant industry is just, some of these guys, I don't know if all of them are going to come back. And I'm talking not just local, but statewide. So support them as much as you can. Help them stay afloat.
Absolutely. So we know that everybody's doing as much as they can, and the pocketbooks maybe only go so deep, but we ask you to help out wherever you can, support our local businesses wherever you can. And if you need additional means of supporting multiple businesses, we still have chamber checks, of course. So we, even though are not in our offices right now, can still do those by appointment if folks are needing those. So we're happy to do that to help circulate some money. So if you got an employee promotion, we know Administrative Professionals Day, Secretary's Day is coming up. If you need a cool gift for your guy or gal who's your right hand or left hand lady, feel free to circle around with us at the chamber and we'll get you some chamber checks for that too.
Yeah, that's awesome. You mentioned it. I don't, if you don't know, they basically spend just like cash, but it's local businesses, right?
Yes. So all our chamber businesses accept them. So if you're not a chamber business, you're not able to accept them as tender, but all of our chamber members can take them as cash, and they don't expire, which is the nice thing. So if you still have some tucked away in your sock drawer, for the love of God, go to the sock drawer and pull them out and go spend them. Now more than ever, Hayes needs your help.
There you go. Well, Sarah, that covered everything I think we wanted to hit on today. Anything else new and breaking since this morning that we didn't talk about that you want to get in?
We may have another new chamber member to share next week. Just saying.
I like that. New business?
Well, they're not new to Hayes, but they would be a new business to the chamber.
Oh, okay. That's still cool.
Hopefully I'll have some extra tidbits of information for you next week to share.
I love it.
All right.
Sarah, thank you so much for taking the time to do this with us and, testing this out. I think we're still going. I don't know if anybody's watching.
Was I your guinea pig, by the way? Was I the first?
You absolutely were, and not just for
I'm
Hayes,
honored.
but for the entire company.
Honored. You did a good job, James.
You did better. By the way, Ron says hi. He did say
Hi, Ron.
He texted me. See, technology, communication. He's texting me so I can stream it through the web, which went to YouTube, which now, if you're watching, is on Hayes Post. Complicated. I'm glad I don't have to work with this stuff. Thanks, Sarah. We'll talk to you again on Tuesday on KAYS for our regular time at, when is it, 8:15?
8:15.
8:15? All right. Thanks, Sarah.
All right. Thanks. Have a good day.